What's up, guys? It's your boy Dynasty back again with another Mortal Kombat 1 MK Uno video, because there's been some speculation since the first chapter of the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode surfaced just a couple days ago that, well, Kronika is by and large going to be the main big bad in MK Uno, leading Shang Tsung to Liu Kang's demise, I guess you could say. But if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, like maybe I want to say a month and a half ago, we did get a leak resurfaced from not 1 but 2 years ago, 2-year-old leak that called essentially everything about Mortal Kombat 1, including cameo fighters, the map mode now known as Invasions mode, just to name a few, Havoc. Just made like 8 or 9 different claims that have now come to fruition. And one of the first claims they made in this leak was that not Kronika, but Damashi would be leading Shang Tsung. So you can understand why at first glance when we see Kronika appear in this story mode cutscene, it shocked myself, it shocked you, it shocked most of us, because this leak is currently right now still 110% legit from years ago, other than the fact that this isn't Damashi. This is not Damashi. So in today's video, we'll be discussing if indeed Kronika is Damashi just disguised as Kronika from a different timeline, or if maybe this was just a figure of speech and there is no Damashi and instead it's Kronika just playing the Damashi role. We'll see what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. If you guys are hyped for this, take a second, drop a like on it. Thank you for all the recent love and supports and all the MK Uno content as of late. For real, you guys make this stuff fun to do. Without further ado, before we get into this, though, I want to say a big shout out to my sponsor of the day, Gothic. Gothic is an online jewelry outlet that makes some high-quality, handcrafted jewelry that's arguably, guys, probably better priced than any website you're thinking. They really do got some of the best prices on the market. They have a huge collection of jewelry to choose from, including pendants, bracelets, earrings, rings, you name it, chances are they probably have it. Here you can see a few of the items I recently ordered from their shop, and in the spirit of celebrating General Shao, aka Shao Kahn, being revealed for Mortal Kombat 1, well, you guys do know he has these devil horns now in MK1. So I had to grab what looked kinda like him. So this is going to be a stainless steel horn devil skull ring, something I'm sure that will grab a bunch of attention, especially if I go to like an offline tournament. And what's one Mortal Kombat inspired ring? Why not have 2? So your boy picked not only the General Shao inspired ring, but even the classic dragon ring as well, stainless steel. Gothic was so kind, and they actually allowed me to select 2 different necklaces to showcase to you guys as well. So your boy went with the classic Demon Mask Oni pendants. I also grabbed this stainless steel dragon cross pendant that feels super nice, and honestly it's weighted, so it just kind of stays right there firmly on my chest. So if you like what you see, why wouldn't you? This stuff is awesome. They actually do have a 70% off summer sale taking place right now, so you can go check out their entire inventory in the link down below in the description. As a matter of fact, if you want to save even more, if you use code Dynasty, you will save 20% off stainless steel items in their collection as well. So again, 20% off. All you gotta do is use code Dynasty at checkout, or just check out the sales they have going on right now for the summer. A lot of options. Gothic has you covered for the best pricing, the best quality on stainless steel pieces like this. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna go broke buying from Gothic. So thank you again, Gothic, for sponsoring today's video. I'm ready for Mortal Kombat Uno. Let's get back into the video. Now let's get back into the swing of things. So you guys do know this was the first part of the leak from over 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It had a bunch of different images. It was like a riddle, and they were numbered with every, image meaning something. And the first one, Shujinko in Mortal Kombat Deception staring at Damashi, a screenshot from the Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest mode. Now again, the purpose of all those images was because somebody from the inside was claiming to give us a Mortal Kombat 12 at the time riddle with a bunch of leaks that had some insider information, and LK9T9, LK44, LK7T2 came out, saw this riddle, and said, I know exactly what every single one of these images means. And they broke down every single image, including image number 1 of Damashi and Shujinko from the Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest mode, and without any further context, simply saying Damashi guides Shang Tsung through the story. Nothing more and nothing less. They did preface by saying, here are the answers. Obviously, no one believes it now, but for those of you reading this in 2023 or beyond, you can see I was correct. And indeed, they were correct. And I'd assume they're still correct because, again, this same person claimed Havoc would be coming back, General Shao, Sub-Zero and Scorpion being brothers, cameo assist fighters, combat codes we still haven't seen, but I'm sure it's featured in the Invasions mode, the Tarkat Plague, which is a whole thing in the new Mortal Kombat 1 New Era, map mode, which is now called Invasions mode, which is 110% similar to World of Light from Smash, and again, along with Damashi guides Shang through the story, the only other story leak we got was that there's going to be a convergence of all the timelines at the end of the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode, culminating in the Titans fighting. That is apparently the ending to Mortal Kombat 1, and apparently Damashi guides Shang Tsung through the story. Now, how could this guy be right about everything else? Obviously, number 2, we can't tell yet. But number 1, how could this person be wrong about this one big major thing? So again, I bury you the question, was this person trying to say, essentially, Shang Tsung's being guided by a Damashi in the vein of Kronika? Like, is Kronika this generation's Damashi, or is it really Damashi in disguise? Now, personally, I don't know what to take on this one. I really don't. Even if you go back and see what she tells Shang Tsung, what I want Shang Tsung is to elevate you, to make you the great sorcerer that now you can only pretend to be. Like, everything she's saying sounds very Onaga-esque. She's trying her best to swindle Shang Tsung with this generous offer, and it sounds just like something Damashi would have put Shujinko into and through. Now, if you're expecting me to come out by the end of the video and be like 110% confirmed Kronika, actually not Kronika, it's Damashi, this is why, I can't tell you guys. I don't have any insider information. I'm just basing this off of leaks that I found, you've seen, and it's just nuts because, again, at the very least, Kronika's back to influence Shang Tsung in some capacity to be better and bigger than what he is currently right now as the snake oil salesman, and she seems to know a lot still, despite dying in the... You could ask the question, how does she remember these things? Is this because it's somebody else just pulling the strings of Kronika and they're just using Kronika again as a beacon like a Damashi back in Deception? Could this actually be the Dragon King using Kronika and maybe trying to tap into, like, Shang Tsung's subconscious psyche? Maybe he thinks that if I bring Kronika, 0.1% of Shang Tsung's brain might retain knowledge from the previous timeline, and this might make some sense. And then, surprise, when I become the big orb and eventually the Dragon King, be damned. Onaga is here, and by then, there's nothing you can do about it. I don't know, but it is interesting how, again, this leaker was right about seemingly everything but this. How could they be wrong? And again, I'm not the only one thinking this either. Several of you guys every single day bring this theory to me. I'm calling it now. At the end, it will be revealed that Kronika's actually Damashi guiding Shang Tsung through the realms, thus Onaga being revealed as the Thanos of this timeline. And essentially, that's what we're trying to say. Again, someone else. So that leak saying there would be a huge plot twist at the end of the story and fans will love it is indeed true, huh? Must be Kronika getting revealed as a fake Damashi disguise and Onaga revealed as the final boss. That isn't Kronika, it's Damashi disguised. I think Kronika is Damashi. Kronika gave me Damashi vibes. New twist on the Deception Conquest. I think that Kronika is actually Damashi or some sort of hologram generated by Onaga to get Shang Tsung to help him. Is Kronika the Damashi of this timeline? Because that would be a sweet plot twist. I think that's not Kronika, but Onaga. Remember in the year-old leak that's confirmed, it said Damashi guides Shang Tsung throughout the story? I feel like Kronika is going to be Damashi to Shang Tsung and not the final boss. I think she is not Kronika, it's Damashi, aka Onaga's consciousness, disguised as Kronika to deceive Shang Tsung. In the original timeline, he deceived a good guy for greater good, but now it's the opposite, deceiving a bad guy for raising a greater evil. Onaga appears as Kronika to manipulate Shang Tsung into collecting the Kamidogu, similar to Damashi and Shujinko. With the changes to this timeline, Shang Tsung might be a better fit for Onaga to use than Shujinko, and I agree. Could very well be the case. What if Kronika is Damashi? I think Kronika might be the red herring of all sorts. They're bringing back so many characters from the 3D era this time that I genuinely wouldn't surprise me if Kronika kind of served as the same role as Damashi in Deception, being an illusion by Onaga meant for leading Shang Tsung to reunite the Kamidogu and facilitate his return. If it was actually her and nothing more, that would be very underwhelming, especially since the devs are the only people who seem to care about her. Facts. Look, I will be honest, I don't think she's as bad as she gets, a rap for, but I was not expecting to see Kronika this soon. How do you reset a timeline, then you bring back like the biggest big bad of the previous timeline in the first game, in the first chapter? You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting that. You weren't expecting that. So I really do hope it is a red herring and it's just part of the giant twist, because again, Kronika is Damashi. Hopefully Kronika is this timeline's Damashi. So the leak you were talking about the other day says that there will be a huge plot twist on who the final boss will be. I'm wondering if Kronika will later be revealed as the Damashi type disguise, and Onaga will be revealed as the mastermind all along and become the main villain. So again, you guys can kind of see where we're going with this. So I ask you the question, is this Kronika or is this Damashi, aka the Dragon King? How could that leaker be right about so many other things but just completely lie about the main storyline? Could it be the leaker is trying to give us some type of surprise? Or is it that, again, this is Damashi in this timeline and things are just slightly changed, and this time it's not an orb, it's someone more familiar to the audience, especially if they played the recent game, Kronika. From a marketing standpoint, that would even make some more sense. Really wouldn't care about an orb, but you would care about the main big bad from the previous timeline helping Shang. You would be more deceived once this turns into Onaga, wouldn't you? I would be. Now, we don't know the role of Shang Tsung in this game's story mode at this point in time. Is he going to look for these Kamidogus? There's been some theories, even in my videos, how it seems like for some reason the Lin Kuei are making their way to, I think it's like the palace, looking for what appears to be these emblems, which kind of look like Kamidogus. So what role do Kamidogus actually have in this timeline? Are they even prominent in MK Uno? We know there's a tournament taking place in Outworld, it seems. So again, questions that we don't have the answers to, but in time, we will. So guys, what do you all think of this? Is Kronika Damashi in MK1, or was that leaker wrong? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, though, please take 1 second, drop a like on it. Subscribe for some more MK Uno content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe. I love you. Shout out to Gothic for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you in the next video.
Living on it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count